As I said, my name is John Detweiler. I'm the proud principal of McPherson Middle School. I tell my students every day that I'm going to do my best. I challenge them to do their best, and then I tell them they're all priceless. And I'm doing that in a building that is absolutely unbelievable. Clyde-Green Schools is a consolidated rural district. You've heard from a lot of big schools today. We're not. We have 2,000 students. Community of Clyde and the community of Green Springs consolidated about 45 years ago, operating out of all work progress administration buildings like much of Ohio had been for a long time. We now have 4 buildings in the district total. We have brand new middle school, brand new elementary school, a renovated high school, and a renovated elementary school. As I said, about 2,000 students. We'll go ahead and get started with the program. I'd like to thank, first of all, I have some representatives that are here from Fanning and Howey, Steve and Darrell. Also, Madison Dowling has been my OSFC rep. He's just absolutely amazing to work with. This is our first year in our brand new building. It was a 66% co-funded project. To give you a sense of what Clyde and Green Springs is about, very rural area, we have the national headquarters for Whirlpool in our town. Employs over 4,000 people. So it gives you an idea that in Clyde, the nicest homes belong to the teachers. It really is a very wonderful, old-fashioned rural community. And we are now the owners of some very beautiful facilities. Our claim to fame, so to speak, is the green technology we tried to do. This is an outside view of part of the building. You see the light monitors. Kind of new technology, and we weren't sure if it would work, but that's just an outside view. We'll talk more about that in a minute. Also, the other claim to fame is the extended learning areas. A view down the hallway looking out the front doors. We also have ground concrete floors. Notice the colors. Each one of those colors leads to one of our pod areas. There are maps of my building available back by the door if you'd like one on your way out. You can sort of see the layout of the building. I don't know, Sue, if you can help me with that, with the maps. Okay, just make them available if they want any. Might make a little more sense if you can see what the floor plan looks like. A picture of our cafeteria and said windows right out to the parking lot. As a matter of fact, we were talking about some sound dampening issues, and I had the architects come back, and I think Darrell said as they came up, not only could he see them, he could hear them. Get 180 7th graders in there, and it's full of life. That's what you say. It's full of life. Okay, our gymnasium, beautiful facility. We went with our school colors for the gym. We are a middle school, so we compete in our conference. We like to make that very school-spirited. Here, looking at our 2 music rooms, we, with the cooperation of OSFC, kind of forewent an auditorium space and no stage, and I traded that creative arts area for another dedicated music room. So we have separate choir and band facilities for our students. Very strong music program in my school. Also, a life skills classroom with 5 kitchens and a beautiful art room. I'd like to stop and kind of point out right now the inside look of those light monitors. As you can see, south-facing windows with cloth light baffles about 18 inches high or so to diffuse the light. And then, as you can see right there, a light sensor to dim the lights so we save electricity in our building. And it's a beautiful thing to watch. Now, this classroom is in its AV mode, so the backlights are off. No, I'm sorry, no, normal mode. The lights are on. You can click on AV mode. The lights in front go off so that the screen can be visible, but also those dim automatically if there's sufficient sunlight. Along with those light monitors, it was pretty innovative, and we've actually had a chance to use my building as a teaching tool, which was one of our lead points. We did a light study because we weren't really sure what it was going to be. We had a beautiful computer model, but architects may know computer models maybe aren't always the most accurate. So we weren't sure how it was going to work. So what we've done, it was our 8th grade science teacher, worked with her and the students, is in one of the classrooms we took out 3 of the baffles. Another classroom, we took out 5 of the baffles. And then throughout this winter, on several different days, we actually took light readings on desktop height. The students did that and recorded those foot candles. Am I talking? Okay, architects, let's go do the thing. Foot candles, right? Am I talking right? Yeah. You guys are a partying bunch, by the way. I've really gotten to appreciate architects. You guys are amazing. I was teasing Daryl and Steve. We really do a Architects Gone Wild video while we're here today. If you got any ideas, maybe we can drum up something at the end of the presentation. I'm not sure. Maybe the slide rules. We could break out the slide rules. I don't know, something like that. All right. But anyway, then we measured the light differences in those classrooms with more or less number of light baffles and are trying to find the optimum amount of light. And when Mrs. Ackerman comes up, there's also some challenges. Sometimes on a sunny winter day, there's too much light, and to use our projectors sometimes is a real challenge. If you don't have a high-quality video, there's a good bit of washout. So we're trying to come up with innovative ways, and we've got a plan in place to maybe try to address that issue. But it's been a fascinating run. We do have a dedicated lab, one dedicated lab that we use for a kind of traditional keyboarding. Otherwise, we do have mobile carts and mobile technology. On the right, then, is our library, LRC. If you've gotten a map, if you look on the map, I put a little number 1 where I'm standing. I'm in the 800 wing of the building, looking towards one half of the 8th grade wing. Now, we use the word wing more than pod because we are the Clyde Flyers, so we kind of went with the whole airplane theme. So we are in a wing, the 8th grade wing. We're standing there looking due north into those 2 center classrooms. You are standing in the center of the extended learning area looking at my social studies classroom and my language arts classroom with their partitions open. That's one half. In my building, we have 2 teams at each grade level, 2 6th, 2 7th, and 2 8th grade teams. This represents one half of my 8th grade. I've got science on this end, language arts, social studies, and math on the end. The 2 classrooms have movable walls that opened up into the extended learning area. And they also, although you can't see it, right behind this partition, it's actually opened up. You can see another partition that's opened up that way. So these 2 teachers can share this space, or they can close that and share this space, or open all up and have it completely open. That top view, if you look at that 8th grade wing, or any of the academic pods, that space opened up is a little bit larger than my cafeteria. So it creates a really nice, big space for activities, and we'll share more about those in a moment. Science classroom, once again, light monitors. As the sun goes up, the lights go down. I was in a classroom doing observation this week. I'm doing them now because I put them off till now. Any principals out there doing that? You're scrambling, big time. Whew. Deadlines, nothing like a deadline to get some work done. I got 3 more scheduled tomorrow. But anyway, I was in a classroom, and it was a beautiful cloudy day. It was a beautiful sunny day with big clouds. And you could see those clouds roll past. The lights would dim just a little bit. Then the lights would come back up gently. But it was really a nice atmosphere. It's a beautiful thing to do. You truly feel like you're sitting outdoors in natural light. You're bathed in natural light, for one thing, but also the fluctuation in that natural light is a beautiful thing.